Hi everybody, my name is John David Wright with Madden Real Estate, and today we're going to talk about a question that we get a lot, and that is, should you use an online mortgage lender when buying a home? We Americans are so busy these days that we want the simplest version of everything. We want things to be fast and easy and to be on our own timeline. We choose to text a person instead of making a phone call. We will shop online instead of going to a store. So naturally, when someone decides to purchase a home, the first thing that person is going to do is hop on their smartphone or on their tablet and start researching the process that way. There's a huge feeling of convenience for a home buyer to use an online mortgage lender, and that's a large part why people are so drawn to them. But questions to ask yourself are, is this the right decision? Are you getting the best advice? And are you getting service that's tailored specifically to you? So here are some pros and cons on using an online mortgage lender. The first pro is that they can be fast to turn around that initial pre-approval, and sometimes they can be cheaper initially. Online lenders tend to dumb down the application process, making it feel faster, easier, more convenient, and people like that. A second pro is that they can usually help people with lower credit scores. They don't always use the same underwriting as some of the bigger banks, so you may be able to qualify with them. The next one is a pro and a con, and that's that online lenders will advertise and often offer lower interest rates. And that's always an attention grabber. People love to see those low interest rates, and it pulls people in right off the bat. We talk to home buyers all the time that say, I just want the lowest interest rate. But really, they want the best deal, right? And so many people perceive that that lowest interest rate automatically equals the best deal. But that's not always the case, which is why it's so important to work with a lender that truly knows your financial situation, one that you can build a relationship with, trust, and work together to structure your loan to really be the best deal for you and your family. A con is that there is an increased risk of fraud and scams. You really have to know who you're dealing with. You shouldn't have to pay a fee to get that initial pre-approval. There may be some application fees later in the process, but be really careful anytime you're exchanging money. A local lender that you can sit down with and talk to really helps establish that trust right off the bat, which is really important to help you feel confident in the decisions you're making moving forward. Another con is that although they can approve homebuyers with lower credit scores, that doesn't actually mean that you'll be able to afford the home in the end. Oftentimes, those low credit scores come with really high interest rates. So although you can get that initial pre-approval, you may not be able to afford the monthly payments when it's all said and done. It's important that you're able to get the advice that you need, and online lenders don't give the same advice that a local lender can give you. The important advice is that if you can't qualify today, that local lender can sit down with you, look at your financial situation, and tell you exactly what you need to do to go from where you are today to being able to truly qualify for that loan. That way, you really know what you're getting into. You don't get in over your head without knowing it and putting you and your family at risk. And the last thing is to really be careful when you're filling out those online forms for the online lenders. They can sometimes be easy to misinterpret, and you will want to avoid filling something out incorrectly that's going to end up getting you unexpected fees later in the transaction. With a local lender, you can pick up the phone, talk to somebody right away, get definitive answers for your questions, or you can go sit down with them, have answers to all your questions, and knock it out all at once. So, to wrap it all up, homebuyers are drawn to working with online mortgage lenders for reasons like the perceived convenience of working with them, advertising lower interest rates, or accepting lower credit scores. But we strongly recommend working with a local lender that really knows the market that you're buying in. A local lender is going to do the research necessary to truly understand your financial situation and confidently be able to approve you for the loan, or they'll help you get there. Because buying a home is one of the largest purchases that a person's ever going to make. And so it's so important that you are given the tools and resources necessary to be able to make confident, educated decisions. and working with a local lender will enable you to do that. Please feel welcome to reach out to us anytime with questions. Again, my name is John David Wright, and you can reach myself or anybody at the Madden team by calling 907-452-3000. Thanks. Have a great day.